What's up? It's Marco, Sage of Soccer, and today I'm going to be talking about Chris Richards' move to my favorite team, Crystal Palace. And yeah, this is a move that I can talk about really easily. I know Crystal Palace inside and out. And for this move, I really like it as a Crystal Palace fan. As a USA fan, not as much. Going to Chris Richards, just great player. I think America's best center back. You could argue John Brooks really easily, but Chris Richards is just a complete player. He's got the athleticism, the speed, physicality, great in the air. We've seen that ability in the air before. Really good on the ball. Not as good as John Brooks, but he can play both sides of the defense, which I feel like is crucial, and even play and some fullback sometime, which I'll talk about a little bit more. But Chris Richards is a really good center back for the USA team, and I'm really excited to see him at Crystal Palace. But to be honest, I'm not too sure if he's going to be a starter. Look at Crystal Palace. They've got Mark Gahey and Anderson, and that is a really solid center back pairing. Gahey just had a breakout season, getting called into the England squad, and he deserves it. Just a really solid player. He has everything you want out of a center back. Anderson, his passing ability has been crucial, create a lot of chances for Crystal Palace, and I'll be honest, I look at Chris Richards and I look at Gahey and Anderson, and I don't think Richards breaks in the team. It could happen, but especially with him not having a full preseason, well, Crystal Palace's entire preseason is a bit of a wash right now, but with Richards coming in pretty late, the deal isn't even through yet, I don't see him becoming a starter by the start of the season, and it's going to be tough to break in, especially if they get off to a hot start, and I don't really see Crystal Palace switching to a back three. When I look at their fullbacks, you have Tyreek Mitchell, who's a great left back, but he's more of a defensive option. On the right-hand side, you don't want Joel Ward or Nathaniel Klein to be one of your primary creative players, so I feel like he would have to beat out one of them to get a spot. However, to start, it might be easier to beat out Ward and Klein. I mean, Joel Ward's a club legend, but at this point in his career, we've been wanting to replace him for a couple of years now. Nathaniel Klein, really solid. I'm a fan of him. Just really solid Premier League player, especially in his prime, who got into the England team, was doing work for Liverpool. But at this stage in his career, he's only going to be so good. And that right back position could be available. And he has played fullback a little bit for Bayern Munich, both on left and right hand side. And I feel like that might be his best option for breaking into the team, which is disappointing as a USA fan, but I'm excited to have another really good player on Crystal Palace, so it's what it is. Just again, as a USA fan, a little bit disappointing. I feel like he could have gone to a club where you would have gotten more playing time guaranteed, especially in the Bundesliga where you wouldn't have to adjust to a new team, but Chris Richards should be a locked-in starter no matter what, even if he's not playing at Bayern Munich. But, see him go to Crystal Palace. I really like it, but it's going to be tough for him to play. I think the system is going to really help him if he does get to play. I think he will become a better player really easily. But, again, not too sure if this works out in the short term, and the World Cup is coming pretty fast. So, just want to talk about that, and USA center back situation, it's not great right now. Richards, if he does join Palace, that doesn't help too much. He's going to get a little bit more playing time, which is good, but not perfect. John Brooks, he's on his way out because we can't play a high line with him. Don't know why we'd be playing a high line against England in the World Cup, but is what it is. I think just admit you don't like him. We'll respect that. Stop giving different excuses every single time. Then Walker Zimmerman, I feel like I have to walk on eggshells when I'm talking about Walker Zimmerman because there's some views on him that are just not true. And all I'll say is if you think he's a locked-in starter, you thought Sebastian Lletget was a locked-in starter last summer. Then you got Aaron Long. He's Aaron Long. Eric Palmer-Brown, who hasn't really proved that he can be a solid defender in a two-back system. Cameron Carter-Vickers, who has looked really good in Celtic and in limited appearances, but against high-level competition, he was left out of Spurs for a reason, so he's only so good as a player, but, I don't know, it's weird. You don't want to diss talk, Eric Palmer-Brown and Cameron Carter-Vickers too much because you want them in the team over Aaron Long, who I don't know how he's still in the squad when Matt Miazga and Mark McKenzie were better than him in the MLS, and then they've gone on to just grow as players. And Aaron Long's tore his Achilles or was it ACL, I don't remember, and he's suddenly a better player than them now. I don't get it. Do you? No? Yeah, is what it is. And yeah, it's my thoughts on the center back situation. I'm really not too confident in our ability to keep balls out of the back of the net. We've been bailed out by Matt Turner a lot, and I don't even know if he's going to be the starter. Don't know if he's going to be in form because he probably won't be playing much at Arsenal. Oh, he'll be playing a good amount. I've talked about that before, but is what it is. I'm really happy as a Crystal Palace fan, but as a USA fan, I'm not sure our center back situation is that great. But yeah, that's all I got to talk about. See ya.